Has anyone seen Breaky?
No, like the last time I saw him, he was sitting in the living
Oh
room.
God, it's Breaky. It's not Tidehunter.
We have fun here.
Disaster. We really do. We really do. When we're not digging out cars, we're making jokes.
I had tons of fun with that.
Yeah.
I hope to do less digging out of cars. Has anyone dared to look outside yet?
No, I don't want to look outside. It was very snowy, and it's always an adventure. We had dug out cars. Our hotel lost power. Thank God none of us were in the elevator.
That was interesting. All of a sudden, everything just.
I thought it was
off.
just my bad luck after everything, losing my luggage, and now my power's out in just my room, maybe. But we're back. We've got South American Dota. We have Thunder Predator versus Infamous, and Infamous, they're showing up. They're looking really good. We were talking a bit earlier, and I definitely believe that Infamous should take this matchup. But Thunder Predator's draft was looking pretty strong here. Now Breaky, again, he was harping on and on and on and on and on and on about
Whoa,
the 10.
Okay.
You were.
Sorry.
Breaky's
But
in
it's
the
okay.
game.
Breaky's in the your favorite
there we
hero.
go. Tidehunter's there. The watermelon.
Tidehunter. Tidehunter will get picked up.
On that Chen Banduo, by the way, I think that actually is telling because we were both agreeing. Even I agree. Like I don't think that Chen was necessarily the greatest impact of that game. I don't think they could have done a lot of other heroes, but they banned it. So maybe there was even more than we actually really saw. That Thunder Predator was like, we hate dealing with this Chen. I think in the Beastmaster matchup specifically, it was very annoying for him. So as we predicted, maybe they want to pick up the Beastmaster. That's why they banned it, but it is banned. Oh,
Yeah,
Tiny. And Tidehunter.
Tiny and Tidehunter. Nothing for me just yet. And yeah, I would actually like to see them go back to the Beastmaster because one of the reasons that the Beastmaster had such a hard time was that Chen, and that's basically the only use for it in that game as well, I believe.
I do like that they picked up Moose's Tiny again, though, because Moose was such a good Tiny. Like, no, almost went all the way off the table. Yikes.
He's calibrating. He found the far edge now.
All right.
Dire team picked.
And the Earth Spirit picked up for Thunder Predator. I believe that's going to be Matthew. He'll be playing that.
So we're going to say that's going to be Kips because
That's going to be Kips having to go get that.
Now it is my turn, I think. No, and also the tide is over here actually, so it's on the wrong side too. I am doing fantastic today. Give me that back. You see, he's much better at it.
10 seconds remaining.
There we go. There we go.
This is all a ploy to study his technique.
It's perfect.
I'm a shuffleboard champion
Oh, all right.
in my own house.
Darkseer?
Do a lot of in-house
Against no
shuffleboard in the Midwest.
No. That's why.
So
Darkseer.
Darkseer, Tiny this time I get to... Wait, that's actually also... I am doing this with the left.
I'm not touching it. I'm not making excuses. That was good.
No, I'm making excuses.
That was pretty good.
So got a Pepita, Darkseer, and most likely going to be Moose on the Tiny. And again, we saw really, really good initiation, just pick-off tosses coming out from Moose on that Tiny. So value there. Reminds me a little bit of when we were seeing, Theolacor, who was playing a ton of that over on Dota Piccolo. So that'll be interesting if Infamous is the one who advances here. Who's going to get the Tiny, if they even, value it over on Dota Piccolo, because they actually didn't bother with it last time. So.
Yeah, search very good for Tiny. Picking up Darkseer before the safe lane carry on the other side, though, is obviously it's still good. It then deters some heroes, but it also allows Thunder Predator in this case to kind of react to that idea. It's like, okay, we're going up against a Darkseer now. Let's not pick a hero like a Terrorblade that would be annoyed as to all hell by a Darkseer. So can adjust accordingly.
Infamous already banned the Juggernaut here. And then, Lifestealer over on the other side. None of those fast carries. And the thing is with that Darkseer, when you pick it up this early, we've seen a lot of solutions to it. We've seen it suffer against Disruptors, against Kunkas. The counterpick that we haven't seen yet is the Oracle, but that does extremely well against it in a lane. And this time Thunder Predator actually has the space for it, but I'm not sure if they actually play it. I'm going to look at you here.
Well, I'm trying to think. I don't think we've seen them pick up the Oracle at all. Come to think of it, so.
Yeah, it is a great answer to the Darkseer. That's actually a really good point. Either it's been banned more often than not, or is that a fly?
Yeah.
The fly's bad. I thought I killed that fly.
Big one, too.
That must be another one.
They're multiplying.
Jesus. That actually spooked me for a second.
Yeah, we're looking around.
Trying to find it.
you, fly.
I'll go hunting during the next break.
Get your blow darts.
I would be very impressed if you can blow dart a fly. Are you kidding me?
Actually, if I had those skills, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah, right?
I would be showing that off in the circuit.
Okay, that's a very early anti-mage pickup.
And if anti-mage can sustain through a Darkseer lane, so in that regard, I could see why they get it now, but
it's an early anti.
yeah, but it's an early
exactly.
anti-mage. So
That opens the doors for a lot of counters to him.
do this.
Ways to manage him.
So you think, yeah, so what are set of counters, right? Well, you know, lockdown definitely comes to mind initially.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, they already have a tiny, so they already have a hero that's actually half decent with that idea.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, which is also not single target, so he can't really get that that spell shield off to save
exactly.
himself.
So now you can play around that. Don't rely on as much on, single target further on in the draft as well. Because you don't want to get counterspelled.
So anti-mage, for example, you're not very comfortable picking a Jusa into that. You're not very comfortable. Like, we've seen a lot of anti-mage versus Terrorblade matchup, but Thunder Predator was like, no, we're not dealing with that this time. And a lot of carries taken off the board, actually.
I mean, one of the big tomato carries that always comes to mind is Morphling. He's a big Morphling fan.
Radiant team
But they go for the Luna again. And I mean, that worked out perfectly fine for them last time.
Yeah, and they know the carry matchup now, so why not pick it up at this moment? I mean, they picked it first phase last time even, I believe.
Yeah, I think
Right
it was the
down
second pick Luna. Yeah, it's over there.
Yes.
No, one up. There you go.
There is something missing here in the L, and I'm not sure what it is.
Is it love?
Don't do that to me,
10
Moxie.
seconds remaining. Double team
But anyways, yeah, they did pick up the
Hey.
Oracle. All right, I think I've seen Thunder Predator play that too recently. I could be wrong though. My brain's kind of all addled with all the different matches and regions we've been in. But
And T.
No, we haven't seen
this
that
is
yet.
actually
So if we would have,
monster in my cup.
All right.
if we
Top
would
right
have,
corner.
It is lemon. Like I think it's like the iced tea and like lemonade monster one.
10 seconds.
Yummy.
I just didn't want a big can there right now. I'm very distinguished with
You
my
got
monster
plenty of
drink.
monster options here.
I
that's for
do.
sure.
I do.
there we go, much neater now. No, I was trying to say before you guys went off about the
Whatever you're talking
caffeinated
about.
drinks, is that if he would have been casting a lot of CIS, for example, or EU, they really always pick that Oracle. You see a Dark Seer,
makes
it's like,
sense.
right, get Oracle off the board now.
Yeah.
But here, yeah, they took their time taking it. I guess they weren't scared to lose it at all. And then Elder Titan Luna is such a potent combination late game.
10
Like the Elder Titan
seconds
just
remaining.
runs in. Nobody has any damage resistance anymore. Then the glaives start bouncing. And those two ultimates together are also like fireworks. I love that. So yeah. Big
Could see
plus
some
for the Elder
act. Oh
Titan.
no,
I'm
they
gonna-
don't have fireworks. There's firecrackers now for the new.
Yeah.
Not the new bloom. What is it? Is it just like the lunar event? Lunar New Year event that's coming up soon.
Plus, if you need
Sure.
to buy a little bit of space,
That's-
Elder Titan.
You're
is
looking at
great.
me like I know that
America over here.
information. Right?
Sorry.
4th of July? No.
it's the only holiday with fireworks that exists, right? If you're American. I say that, and I am also American.
Yeah, not the only one here.
No. Kips is stuck with us.
I'm just pretending you don't
You're
exist.
just going on. Yeah.
I am playing
You're
with
fine.
my dolls here, okay?
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
It's a shame that I can't dress them up.
Can you imagine if we had actual Dota?
Actually,
That would be great.
I think Tiny would look
5
pretty good with a,
seconds remaining.
a nice top hat and a monocle.
Would do good.
Banning Kunkka's good.
Hmm.
Great against anti-mage. Great catch against him. So,
I guess
yeah.
the Dark Seer as well.
yeah, would have been a very good pick. But so it's going to be Infamous having the first of the final picks. They still need their mid hero.
Yeah,
We've been
it's
seeing
been
a
Robo
fair
League.
amount of Puck. And right now, Puck is okay against the anti-mage, catching him too.
This provides a silence, and he can't just walk away from that coil.
Mm-hmm.
So that might not be the worst idea. I don't know. I haven't seen Robo Z. It's been a while since I've watched one of his qualifiers, honestly. Like, that's the last time I saw him, actually, I think, is when I was watching some sort of qualifier.
You do want to stay away from, obviously, a big mana target, though, too, at the same time, because you're dealing with an anti-mage, so that's where Puck could be a little risky.
Dire team pick.
Wow, all right, there.
We're gonna
Great
bang
that
it.
Leo
You know-
Styles going for his quap.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Okay.
All right, and
not really an answer to anti-mage, but
no, but if you would, if you do this, for example, CIS style, right? Gambit
what is
style.
going on here? What?
I made you a nice
Yes.
tower. Like, if you want it done differently,
He's got to
over
play
here.
Jenga to get his
put these over
heroes
here.
down, Kip.
if he wants it done differently, he can clean them up himself.
Dang.
Oh, that is true. That is
Dang.
true.
You're right.
5 seconds remaining.
But yeah, they could actually go the mech build.
Oh, yeah, the Greaves, yeah.
Yeah. Like have the SF be
With
part
Luna,
of
all right, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, they have a Darkseer already, so it's a bit double, I guess. I would like to see a faster item build on this Shadow Fiend though, because you do want to make space for that Luna. There's a lot of team fight, a lot of burst. Like something that I wanted to say before the last pick even came out is that I really like the 4 picks of Infamous together. They already were like a complete lineup by themselves, and I really like to see that when you have that last pick coming in, is that it gives you the freedom to pick pretty much anything, because you got all your bases covered. You got some disables, you got a flash farming core, you got a way to keep the waves out, and like a good mix of team fight, magical, physical damage. So all good. They could pick whatever they wanted there, and they go for the Shadow Fiend, which is sure. Let's do it.
Puck on the other side. Decent in the Shadow Fiend matchup, I would think, especially with the phase shift. Phase shift also good against like an Elder Titan. Tiny jumping in, so across the board it seems like it could be potentially a good pick. It is counter push as well if we are looking to go up against this death ball of Infamous.
I don't feel like they're going to pick the puck again, though. I think Leo Style's not going to want to touch it again.
Because it didn't do too well last game, yeah. I mean, he had a great game before that, though.
Oh, yeah,
so.
for sure. But I feel like generally if he's had a difficult time in the game before, they don't want to give it to him again.
Ooh.
That is a Leo Style hero, yeah.
We haven't got the chance to cast this one yet.
No.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's me. I was actually thinking about a DK or something, just because I noticed that the tower push was missing, but this is the alternative to the Dragon Knight, with the push being on a little bit more cooldown, but being a lot stronger as like a, like how do you say, an area presence. If you play a Death Prophet and you are in position to push that tower, then people have to engage into you. And like the lineup of Infamous is not very good against like a Death Prophet engaging into that ultimate.
Right.
Once she's on top of a tower, Infamous is going to lose it. No way.
Okay, so what are we thinking then? Do we like Infamous, or are we thinking that Thunder Predator with that Death Prophet is going to be able to...
I think I said first last time, right?
Yeah, okay, so breaky.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
Hint taken.
I like the Shadow Fiend Greaves idea, mixed with the Luna Aura and pushing as a team. And I think that's going to be coming online a lot earlier than this anti-mage will like. This is a much slower paced lineup on the Radiant side for Thunder Predator, so I think that it's going to overwhelm them. And I'm going to go with Infamous again.
So Infamous, what are we thinking, Kips?
I'm having a hard time ignoring this Oracle into the Darkseer. I really like that pick. I'm not sure if their lineup overall is strong enough to actually stop off Infamous, though. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Infamous as well. I really liked how they played that the previous game. They're gonna have the Luna again. They've got this Elder Titan Shadow. I really like their lineup. I'm just a bit concerned about their Darkseer. He has to do some smart stuff. I'm guessing that Tiny is gonna drag creeps behind the tower.
Okay,
That's what he has to do.
That makes sense, and I'm going to go with Infamous, I think, here. I'm liking the draft. Like you said, it looked really good with just the 4 heroes, and then the 5th one on top of that just seems like they're going to be very quick tempo. Got a nice Luna pickup that's going to be pushing down towers.
One of these times, production.
Oh, they're going to be
one of these
They
times.
have before. I think they did go all across the board.
Did we go across the board
one
once?
time?
Okay.
It was Navi, wasn't it? I think
It
we
might
went,
have
been
we
Navi.
went 4
That's-
people Navi.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's not surprising, yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, especially watching Tomato in game number 1, it was looking... He looks very disciplined. I do like the Death Prophet. I've seen Leo Style on it, but it's not the type of hero that he shines on typically either. And then, of course, Atun, great core, but... And I think Atun's like one of the few anti-mages I've seen, too, that was like super, super aggressive early, actually. But I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do that with what they have on the lineup coming out from the side of Infamous.
Yeah, that seems like he'd be asking for trouble. There's no great mana void
30
targets,
seconds
so
left.
even coming into a fight late and making people go splat is not really an option for him, which is like the way you most of the time see an anti-mage engage early, right? It's like, all right, my team has been dying over here, but luckily someone emptied out their mana pool and I'm going to TP in, and you know, typical AM team fight contribution.
I think he's one of the few anti-mages, again, though, that I've seen where he's just... He's able to...
Wants to be aggressive.
Yeah, no, like, he's smart about it. He plays it like a gyrocopter.
Well, I wonder how he built it. Like a Vlad's early on, we've seen before, even like a Yasha first, but I'm going to assume we're going to see the Battle Fury this game.
I mean, this was patches ago, too, the last time I
Yeah.
saw him on this hero, so...
So Death Prophet also got some recent changes too. I want to say to her Siphon. Actually,
we can ask Griff. if
buffed
you will.
up a little bit.
Show us.
Yeah, that was a 7.20 change there. And replenish time, so a little more active with it at the later levels. The early level, I guess level 1 is the same, but throughout the laning phase. And, oh yeah, Exorcism did get a slight buff
That's
there in
from
damage
a while
too.
ago, though, I believe, yeah. Yep, so we do have the Death Prophet here that we haven't seen in a bit. It's funny because it's like, I look back at this draft kind of looks a little like the TI qualifier drafts that I saw back then.
Yeah?
A little, yeah.
Death Prophet was definitely a lot more relevant then. At that point.
And of course, we have different changes on these rosters too, so we will see.
Yeah, it's just going to go back to, I do feel like Death Prophet in the Shadow Fiend matchup should be definitely fine. I mean, Death Prophet is already a sturdy hero that she's going to have a good time in the laning phase, ideally. Whether or not, you know, she's not going to be killing Shadow Fiend necessarily. And I still think Shadow Fiend, in response to that, will get his CS just fine. So it's just going to be kind of a both will take their farm kind of farm fest here. As well, nice deny to start, though.
I would like to attract your attention to the fact that the Darkseer is indeed dodging the Oracle.
Smart.
because he is out on top lane.
All right. I think that's very, very smart. Like you said, the Oracle is the direct counter to being able to purge off that Ion Shell, so.
Oh, I think that Thunder Predator are actually going to accept this because even though they're like, they're actually putting the anti-mage top. I was wondering about that. If they be like, all right, well, the Luna is getting not enough, that should be fine. But maybe they only switch out the cores and not the supports, which would mean that Infamous would just stick with it. First, though, they're trying to get a kill here onto the Luna.
The toss
They have
back, though.
3
Get out of
versus 2.
here. Get out of here, Tidehunter. Tomato gonna have to run himself out. Looks like he's gonna be absolutely fine.
Oh, tried to gush there.
Speed him up. They will slow down Tomato. This is not looking so good now. It's gonna be first blood going to Frank, and they'll find a kill on the Oracle.
My favorite Thunder Predator, though, and I like that. You know, Oracle, the fact that he did stay down here that whole time, obviously allowed for that first blood to eventually happen rather than deep into the top lane. But they are going to pursue for the Titan. Another toss in with the Iron Shell ticking down, and I think Frank is. Oh, never mind. Kick away. He's got a friend.
Gotta go a little faster there, Frank. Let me help you.
Beautifully done. And they actually bring the Oracle down here now as well, just to make sure that they are keeping this Darkseer
They
down.
sent the Luna.
Yeah, Luna versus Anti-Mage right now. Older Titan will come in. And he's back bottom.
Just do this a couple more times, I'm sure.
Well, at least Papita is right now top of the CS board. He's got this other big wave coming in. So he's going to be relatively happy even if he gets bullied out of the lane afterwards. He got quite a bit already. And yeah, Tidehunter back to top.
Casual Spirit walking through here, getting some of that extra damage.
Here it comes. A little too far up, though, so don't think they're going to get much out of it.
No.
Pressure goes. No, actually wasn't even the biggest. Not even a double damage rune worth. Pathetic.
How disappointing.
You're doing okay, Woo. It's all right.
Pathetic.
Everyone else is so disparaging. It's all right, Woo.
13-5 Death Prophet versus the 8-2 Shadow Fiend, so DP is actually taking a bit of a lead. And again, that's typical Shadow Fiend fashion, though. He needs those souls added up.
Spirit's even slowing him down. Looks like they're going to go for a bit of a dive here.
That's a kill.
They have the Swarm. Do they have it?
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, nice rotation coming out from Moose. And they get the kill. A little bit too overconfident there, Leo style.
Great Fairy Fires.
Man, Moose is just crushing it today on this
He
hero.
honestly has been very impressive to watch with his tossing specifically. This guy knows that, like, from the poor man's Blink Dagger to just doing plays like that, obviously, the rotation, perfect timing. He's a very comfortable Tiny player.
He's been getting so much better, too. Like, I remember when I first, like, watched, I think it was maybe on Gorilla's Pride or something like that a while back. What are these taunts about? Anyways, top lane, nice stomp coming out here from Woo. Yeah, it does look like the
The
more
rainbow.
you know sort of thing, yeah. But yeah, Moose is one of those players that in like the last like 6 months, I've really started to be more and more impressed with him.
No stomp to save him this time.
Moose?
Moose.
Moose? Ta-da! The avalanche toss. Needs a little bit more damage though, but you know, he could. Oh, he said he goes back in. Hello?
He's going to be very speedy.
Look at this little, this is a rolling rock that gathers no moss. Nice kick back here, though. Toss up, though, from the Death Prophet. Uh-oh, I'm not sure that they wanted that. RoboZ's got to run himself away. Moose keeps punching him. He's like, please, please, leave him alone. Avalanche comes around. The tower is coming in, though, with those hits. Is he going to be able to find this kill? It's looking to toss up. Oh, my goodness. Just needs a little bit more damage. And now he's in for some trouble because that rune is gone. And he is gone as well. Yeah, that tip.
He cost his Shadow Fiend all of his HP. And the last time, actually, the Shadow Fiend came back in to try and get the last hit on the Death Prophet, and he cancelled his own self, which meant he had to go all the way back to base.
Yeah.
Now he's at low HP again. Is he going to walk all the way back again? Because he got saved the previous time by Moose, but not enough to... he got some bottle charges.
There you go. You better get some bottle charges after that, right?
Moose took his rune before. And then...
well, he almost made something happen with it, but unfortunately almost doesn't count, right?
Yeah. There's a Dutch expression. Oh man, I'm trying to translate it now and it's going to sound horrible. But it's... oh, no. It rhymes too.
Just tell us in Dutch.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I want to know. How are you going to do that to me, Gibbs?
It doesn't quite, like, I'll tell it to you later.
All right.
We have video games to focus on. Oracle making this Darkseer's life.
That's a really
very difficult.
Interesting ion shell. I like that better. What's...
Oh, the animation?
It's the same one as the gold one.
Oh, it's just a different color.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate the gold one.
You're used to players being rich.
I guess. Oh, feels bad, man. Oh, Pepe hands.
Getting away.
He's gone. He's gone. Unless they get a nice roll off.
He needs to dodge
here,
a roll, yeah. He knows that.
Oh no, Serpentine. Oh, that's some risky business. Oh, no. Parada gets that kill.
Death Prophet. No item progression just yet as far as what she's going to be going, but Yules, from what I recall, being pretty good on her. The idea, so if anything, too, the use it on herself while she has Exorcism active, and Ghost still doing work.
Siphon, too.
And Siphon, yeah.
And meanwhile, Moose is just straight up yapsering this mid lane.
That was his plan all along.
Yeah, you know, mess it up for the Shadow Fiend a little bit, and then you get to have it all for yourself.
I mean, Shadow Fiend can recover in the jungle.
Well, that's what he does, yeah. You get level 2, level 3 Rays, and you just start jungling.
The problem is I don't think a Tiny can really hold this Death Prophet off of the tower, so either rotations are going to have to come in or she's going to deal a lot of damage.
Shadow Fiend did have the mana boots queued up, so that's telling that we're very likely going to see the whole Guardian Greaves build eventually.
Well, I mean, since the Darkseer doesn't have any farm.
Yeah. The roll-in, though, coming over onto Wu. It's going to get kicked out of the way there.
He's not doing too badly on the CS, I suppose, but it's not going to get any easier for him either.
I think Pepita is... This happened before, though. He led like a conga line out of the jungle, and only at the very last minute did he get slain.
Yeah, if he doesn't get this kill, all this time wasted for a tune.
Look at him just chasing.
The creep is pushing the bottom lane this whole time. Okay, there you go.
All right, they get the kill, but that's a lot of time that Anti-Mage just spent hunting a Darkseer.
No TP.
No TP. Yeah,
so
indeed.
he definitely lost more gold and EXP there on the creeps that he's not going to get. There's a little bit of a miscalculation there.
So close there. It's going to be...
And that's also less bottle charges for Moose, so not bad at all.
Ah.
Casual courier.
I think Wu is at a pretty tough time in this laning stage as well. He seems pretty underleveled here.
Oh, he's level 3. That's not great. But what are we looking at, Tomato? Tomato is 7, so...
Mask of Madness on its way.
Yeah, I think Elder Titan right now should really be focusing on stacking this jungle, making sure that he's got a lot of creeps for this Luna as soon as she goes into the farming that with, I presume she's going to build a Mask of Madness again.
Yeah.
And then he can stay there and catch up, get all the gold from the stacks, get the experience, and catch up that way, because I think making stuff happen right now is not the best idea for him. Moose, buddy, are you okay?
I don't know what happened there. Well, he was opening the shop, maybe, perhaps, and was like looking, but he did just kind of stand there and just like
It was
The
just
whole-
browsing, you think?
The whole Jurassic Park, if I don't move.
He won't see me.
Can't see me.
Yeah, I think he was setting up for a gank himself actually in the middle lane. I believe there's even Elder Titan rotating over there, so it just happened to be the awkward time of ran into the Radiant
They
instead.
dropped the wall over there too on the bottom lane for PETA.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
his own anti-mage for a little bit. He's got
Yeah,
that ion shell.
that's
on.
good.
Double ion shell. Just gonna run into a lot of other people here though, Pepita. Gonna dig himself around here into the trees. We'll get rooted into place, hauled up with the roll, and that's gonna be Prada on a killing spree. This is funny because
Prada.
I don't remember Prada playing this here. I'm sure he does, obviously. For some reason, it just did not stand out in my brain.
Yeah, is he not normally the boss 5?
No, he is. He's past 5.
Alright, so boss 5 Earth Spirit going right now. I guess that Earth Spirit must...
No, I'm talking
No,
about
Prada's the Oracle, yeah.
Oh, the Oracle.
Sorry.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know why. I don't remember him playing it, but he clearly does. Clearly does. All right, Ravage gonna get used. Tomato gonna get hit last second. That's a nice stun. Followed up with the root. We'll be able to purge off that nuke as well, but immediately moves making this rotation. Says, get off my Luna.
Yeah, just not enough upfront burst. That's unfortunate. I mean, that's obviously a
Ravage.
big cooldown. More than 2 minutes long before they're gonna have to wait for that to be back up. So they were fairly confident they could have gotten that, but even without the tiny, it was still looking pretty skeptical.
Yeah, with the Oracle showing top, obviously the Darkseer immediately runs in again on the
Dire's
bot
middle
lane.
tower is under attack.
Looks like Got2 needs a pause.
Net worth lead it was even upwards of 2K there.
I like the
that
one
news.
earlier that he was stopped on. It was like, remember, everyone has bad games, basically. Like, it's okay. And it's like, yikes, what kind of a community are we that we have to have these little tooltips reminding us, hey, sometimes bad games happen. Don't be a jerk about it.
Yeah, I turn these off. I don't need to listen to these.
It sounds like you're the
Explains
kind of...
so much, Breaky.
Yeah. You know, that's the kind of person who sounds like he needs them.
I'm fine. It's my teammates that are the problem.
Oh, man.
Are your teammates...
You guys want a pub later?
Flashbacks to Battle Cup the other week.
Hey,
with
I
Breaky
almost
CPK.
carried us.
I had some item choices that were.
Don't say it. Don't say
won't.
it.
I won't, but you know, in your
I
heart
know.
of hearts, you know what you did wrong.
All right, I might have purchased an Ags on Anti-Mage. I might have done that.
Maybe. There it is. Everybody has bad games, and everyone makes mistakes. So I forgive you, Breaky.
Thank you.
We had fun either way. That's what, for me, that's what Dota's about, is fun. I am that
Winning is
weirdo.
fun.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kips is like, yeah, well, you know what's even more fun? Winning.
Like, I don't go to all this trouble to pick out an extremely difficult game in order to, you know, not win at it.
I like Dota too. Frank is on a killing spree. Hello. My goodness, this poor Wu. Wu is just, he's so behind on levels and everything, it
Yeah,
feels
he's
right now.
bottom net worth by a bit.
They do force off a tune from the bottom tower, but they use the exorcism in the top lane. Oh, Moose. I don't think he's going to be able to... Yeah, he's going to go for the
Radiant's
shrine
bottom
over
tower
here.
is
He's going
under
to go for
attack.
it.
Can you see him?
No, I don't think he can. Okay, they do pop the shrine though. So you will see that the shrine is now down, which could be valuable later on if they try to go for some sort of smoke ganks or whatnot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Trying to
attack.
collapse on him.
And they're going to get this tower either way.
This is a pretty efficient tower trade for Infamous, though, unless they...
Oh, nice
He
try.
tried. He tried. That avalanche coming through, the toss up into the air is not quite enough damage here.
That was
It's
very
enough
close.
to scare the pants off of him, though. And then come Shadow Fiend, Robo Z. I don't think they're going to be able to grab him. They'll just clear up that creep wave nice and tidy like.
It's a little close. I mean, with the wall, the creating the illusion, if his mana was starting to go
Oh,
down.
boo.
So
Wu cannot catch a break. It's alive, though.
He
That
is
is
trying to
life.
keep these creep waves off of the towers, as he's, you know, supposed to do as the Elder Titan, but it's now 12 minutes and he's got level 4.
Yeah, that feels bad, man.
That is not enough damage to go through the creep waves, and I'm not sure if he's been stacking all the time or if he's just been sitting on lanes trying to get anything.
I think he kind of has to sit on the lanes mostly at this point. Like, he's going to become a liability if he doesn't start getting some levels up. Purge going to come off
He
of him.
already is.
Trying to be nice here, Kips. I play Dota for fun.
Yeah, but I thought that was the
know, I
dynamic
know.
we had going here,
Nah, I
Moxie. You're the
Good cop,
good
bad
cop.
cop, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the bad cop. That's
It's a
one of my
dark day when I'm
favorite
the good
routines.
cop,
I'm just-
honestly. Oh, I do like the way that Tomato's moved down here to this bottom lane, though. He's going to try to put the pressure. I do have the, you know, Prada standing nearby. Moose sitting on that low ground, though. It's a battle for the jungle. I do have a nice ward keeping tabs on what Attune actually has.
it's a Battle Fury coming.
Yep.
It's a Demon Edge picked up.
Decently close.
I feel like it's always, for anti-mage, it's always been Battle Fury.
Yeah, no, it's...
Has it ever, like...
It's like, that's the one hero just throughout history, no matter what happens to the item, it's just too good on him because of his flash farming capabilities and interesting. Not often you see a Mana Void used to farm.
Okay. Novel.
Yeah.
I am intrigued. Show me more.
Well, you did point out, Kips, earlier that this isn't a team that is the greatest Mana Void targets in general. So, you know, what's a 70-second cooldown or whatever it is while farming?
True. It's not like he wants to go out there and start fighting right now anyways.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the Battle Fury yet, so that was a stack. It was pretty damage efficient, I guess, even though, you know, a Centaur is not going to have the greatest of mana pools.
That Luna, though, she's on top of the charts. 6,400 net worth. The Mask of Madness, of course, finished. The Yasha, just about done as well. They need the Greaves. Once they have the Greaves, or even just the mech alone, which he almost has, that's when I expect to see Infamous, no doubt, start doing objectives here.
It's going to be risky, though. There are two pretty big ultimates to fight into, which is the Death Prophet and the Tidehunter. So you'd almost have to say that you have to bait those out first, then go for the push of your own. Because if Thunder Predator are well established on a tower, I don't think there's a way to pry them out from under it. And in the meanwhile, the anti-mages is going to be split pushing. Did I just catch the edge of a smoke over there?
Yes.
Yeah, sure did.
Battle Fury is completed now for Hatun, though. So he's going to start to see an acceleration of that farm, but do we have... No blink on Tiny.
I'm going to just hope to walk up to them at this point, but...
And it's interesting positioning as well, because the only person that's here is Atun. Do they see?
If they... Yeah, they're moving. They're moving. Yeah, the pings come out.
Oh,
Atun, look at him!
Middle tower
What is
Jumps around. They've dropped the wall and vacuumed into the stomp. That's looking really nice.
And the Mana Burn actually killed him there, too. He did not have mana to blink there. He actually had an opening.
Very well done. The Infamous are immediately running out.
Running out these towers.
We grab these runes instead, and they do actually get a trade here.
But you can't really fight, like, you're happy with the trade, right? Because you don't want to fight into a Death Prophet ultimate like this early, I feel, generally, right?
No, you don't.
No.
They lose the tower. They're going to try to go on the chase out here, because that ultimate is going to be running out, and she didn't have a lot of damage done to her yet.
Ravage's going to get used. They used Avalanche also on the Death Prophet, but, I mean, she's about... There's the mech.
Such a great scenario
the
for
stomps. The stomps goes coming right back in. They need to nuke her down. Look at all of these siphons coming.
God.
Oh, my goodness. And the false promise on top of everything else. They're trying so hard to keep Leo style alive. I don't think it's going to be enough here. I think it's eventually going to get taken down, especially with all the stars. But yeah, there we go. Going to see Prada get taken down most likely here. I say most likely, but he's still just walking away. Tidehunter now also in a bit of trouble. Frank trying to run out. They actually dropped the Earth Splitter over here.
Zoning Splitter.
Yep.
They have no damage, though. I mean, that's with the Exorcism down especially.
I don't know. They're looking like they got some damage.
No, I'm saying the Radiant side.
Oh,
Thunder Predator. Yeah, no, going back to that fight.
Yeah.
I was saying, this is an ideal scenario for Infamous. I'm not sure why they're not immediately pushing on into that bot tower, because both of the big ults are down. I was saying, once they're established, you can't pry them out from under the tower, because they are going to be... You don't want to fight into those two ultimates, but both of them were spent. You lost no heroes whatsoever, and you had all of your heroes on that bot lane. I don't think...
Yeah.
Why are you not there? You could have just...
Just give them a tower, guys.
Yeah, it's... When the Exorcism is down on Death Prophet, this team is not any bit intimidating.
Yeah, Ravage is down, Death Prophet Ultimate is down. I think you go back on in here. I think you find yourself a pick off and take a tower.
Even if they Ravage, honestly, that's not... Because if there's no follow-up damage, really, you're not that scared. So it's more so the Exorcism, I think, is the biggest thing that you're worried about if you're Infamous, but that's on cooldown.
They've dodged it like every single time, though. She's just using it to take the towers, and I think you're okay with that when you're taking your own.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but only if you're
loss
trading.
of life. Yeah.
It's definitely a requirement. And one of the scary things that can happen if you don't push fast enough against the Death Prophet that is using her Exorcism to push is she's going to TP on her own tower and use the other half of that Exorcism right in your faces. This is one of the things that can also happen, for example, if you're pushing into or push trading with a Terror Blade. It's like, oh, hi, by the way, I had half of my Metamorphosis left.
Setting up top lane. They want to defend this. Exorcism is ready to go.
Look at Moose. He's like, I see a Death Prophet. I'm going to try to burst her down. And in fact, they go
Stomp
into the
misses.
stomp. Yeah, it's pretty close. There's a silence over here on Moose. He's in for a lot of trouble. He's going to be able to go throw out the wall. Robo Z, he's over in the corner. Will be able to burn down the Death Prophet. Now it looks like Moose, he's ticking away so much, and the Ghosts actually find him at the last second. Ravage going to come through as well. And it looks like here, this Leo style in the middle of a lot of unfriendly faces. Nice save coming out from Oracle. Gonna try to keep his Death Prophet alive. Needs to maybe put up some more healing because there's ghosts until they come back. He has taken quite a bit of damage. And there's gonna be the full up heal. They'll turn around or their Titan might be in for some trouble. And comes a Toon. Toon says, hey, oh, I heard we're having a party.
It's like a Bloodseeker.
Yeah, yeah.
He's running right there.
He just went
for sure.
full
Look at
anime.
him. Is he gonna go after Pepito? No.
Never go full anime, guys.
Hey, don't judge.
I'm okay with like half anime.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what I mean. I don't know where we're going with
What's
this.
happening?
Elder Titan, though, getting picked off there. You know, not really big a deal for Infamous. Again, you consider what was used in that fight. But I'll say Oracle is a fantastic partner for Death Prophet. Even though the previous fight she didn't live, this fight, of course, a big reason why she lived. Fate's Edict specifically. I mean, False Promise, sure. But Death Prophet's a hero that she doesn't mind if she gets disarmed. You know, there's other cores like a Huskar, you know, Anti-Mage himself even. You throw it on, it's like, okay, it saves some damage, but then he can't do anything. Death Prophet, as long as she has Exorcism up especially, she's fine with that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, the reason that Infamous wins that fight, I think, is the beautiful movement from Moose, who is probably feeling very confident. He's got a lot of farm for a hero in his position, and he just storms on in here. He cuts that team fight in half. And then it gets so much harder for Thunder Predator to defend the tower.
Did you see like the way everyone was like, oh no, look, like you could tell it's like Moose is coming, and like you see that they had to like silence him up. They tried to like slow him down because they know you can just blow up this Death Prophet so easily. And so he's in the front line. They're using all their spells on Moose, it feels like too. And you know, he does get
and he's tanky,
but that's
with
a
that
lot
Luna
of stuff
as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of spells used on him and a lot of attention drawn.
Crimson Guard just picked up by Darkseer. That's, remember, Exorcism is physical, so against that as well.
So they have 2 aura carriers right now for their Luna, and she barely misses out on that illusion rune. She would have really liked to have that.
Look at some illusion gold instead. No,
not even.
No, no.
Or not. That was a good spread. I mean, that was well played by Matthew.
Yeah. Matthew's a very good player. He used to be a really, like, Matthew IO was like the thing.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah. Especially now with the change. I'd be interested to see.
All right, Tidehunter moving up here. Is he... Yeah, he's all on his own. There's 3 heroes up on the high ground. Is he sure?
Oh, the rabbit comes out. They're going to go right in using those gears. Will turn back around. There's a lot of people all caught up in one area, and they're going to have to try to run themselves away from the Earthspin. Is going to use. They toss back the Tidehunter. That want nothing to do with this. They actually use the Exorcism over on the Death Prophet, but over here by the Shrine, they're going to have to go and pop it. Looks like Robo's. Oh, he's not going to be able to get out. They go. They use the Yules. This is looking like a very dead Shadow Fiend. He's out of there. Moose having to run himself away now. Trying to just make some space. We'll join up with Pepito over here in the corner. I'm not sure what the plan is here. We'll get the Avalanche, try to be super efficient, and he's still going Spirit Siphon. We'll slow him down immediately. Anti-Mage jumping forward, has that blink, and he'll use the Mana Void to take down Moose.
Bit of a weird engagement, to be honest. There was no way Tomato could join that on time. He was running completely on the other side of the map. And when you see that Tidehunter coming in, you know all 3 of you are going to get stunned. So either you try to burst him. They didn't really have the right heroes for that, so they should have called it off immediately.
So is this the case we talked about when you have all these ultimates, right? Like, did they want to blow all those ultimates at once?
Yeah, I think so. In this case, they get a Shadow Fiend kill out of it, which is very valuable right now.
Okay.
And even though it was a defensive fight, I don't think that Infamous are quite ready to, you know, go on a full-on push again.
Okay.
And they're just making space for this anti-mage. We said before that they don't have that much damage right now, and that means that if they can get a couple of kills with it and the anti-mage can get space out of it, then good is good.
Actually, especially going this Greaves build on Shadow Fiend, we take a look in a second here what talents he's going for. I think it's his 20 talent where it affects the... Oh, no, it is the 15. So, yeah, the Presence Aura affects buildings. He actually does get that. And when we see this kind of discarding Greaves build, you like to play around the Shadow Fiend with that. So now that he has that, you have your BKB coming out for Luna. She just gets delivered right there. Yeah, time to do objective.
Yeah.
Then I underestimated their timings a little bit. And Infamous is actually ready to go for the Roshan here. And There is
They're
no
moving.
real way of contesting this without the ultimates.
They haven't been.
Well, they're moving after Wu, who is
That's
making
fine.
space.
He's doing the white rabbit,
buying
you know?
space. Wu's gonna toss, yeah. Up.
Stay back there. We don't want your stuff over here, Tidehunter. He doesn't even have it up yet. He's got it in about 8 seconds. He's going right for this pit, and it looks like they're gonna lose Matthew. And Tidehunter, he still wants to maybe walk into that pit. He's got the Ravage up in a second.
Oh, just
but
got
it's
it,
not gonna be enough here. There's Spear Splitter. They get the kill on Roshan. They pick up that Aegis. There's the Ravage. It might be just a little late, but the BKB coming out here from Leostow going to be able to go run him through this fight, but they're turning their attention over onto Robo Z. He's in a lot of trouble here.
Oh, he's alive?
Trying to run himself in. Is he going to be able to do it? Nope, the final nuke going to be able to take him down. They're going to be able to take down Wu now as well. The roll going out into this pit. Tomato is just trying to fight everything, but the Yule's going to be able to come in, keep this Death Prophet alive, and there's just so much damage. He wants to get over to the shrine. There's going to be moves. TPing himself over, knows that he can kind of help out and deal with this Death Prophet, but they lost 3 heroes during all of that.
Atune almost died to the illusions. He managed to blink out, though, and actually survive. But they lost 3 heroes. They have the Aegis, though. I honestly still think that that's actually pretty good for Infamous, considering they got the Ravage, the Exorcism, everything, all those big, because now you reset. Don't force this. You know, wait 20 seconds, 30 seconds, good together. Make sure you're good to go, and now push. They have to push, though, in these next couple of minutes. They have to take advantage of what they just got out of this.
They definitely do, especially because Atune is actually getting big. I think I saw a Scotty coming up next.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he had that queued up.
Yeah, and as you were saying before, he's one of the few people that plays an active anti-mage, and I have seen him get involved into these fights and coming in to clean afterwards as well. So he's been doing really well with that. And this Luna actually cannot keep pace any longer. Who's found him?
I don't think they can kill him.
Combo?
Just not enough
No.
cooldowns there.
Nope.
But yeah, this is where Infamous needs to decide that, alright, we are stronger right now. We don't care that we just lost 3 heroes. This can't affect your confidence. We need to go.
Yeah, Atune is... He's getting big. He's getting big. He's getting scary. They're going to have to deal with some split pushing, too, if this keeps up. They have an Aegis. They don't have Exorcism. They don't have the Ravage. This is the time, I think.
Yeah, no. If you're not going to go now, you know, when are you going? It's
Yeah, but they're running low on time now. There's only 20 more seconds on the Exorcism. The Ravage is, I imagine, at a similar kind of time. And they'd have to try and bait those out again.
Sure, but they still have Aegis. They do have the BKB. I still think they're fine.
We have Atune doing anti-mage things now that we're saying. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a Blade Mail come out, actually, to deal with this Death Prophet. Because that is one thing that Death Prophet cannot control is her ghosts. She can't really control those ghosts. They're going to just freeform, you know, around. And if you've got a Blade Mail, she'll shred herself.
Who are you going to get that on, though? I guess Darkseer
You could get it on
but
maybe the Tiny, maybe the Darkseer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's options.
It's also when she uses her Yules, it's not actually, and when she's siphoning, it's not actually that big of a deal.
But it makes her nervous sometimes too, though. Like, you know, if you're bouncing back all this damage to yourself, you might try to disengage a little bit more and pull yourself away.
I think if you do it early on and you have good carriers for it, like something like an axe or something, yeah, it's great and it does do very well there. But at this point in the game, it's not going to do enough damage to her, and it's going to divert from critical items that you want on other heroes.
All right.
That's the biggest thing for me. Is it's still what 2,000 gold, and not a lot, but it is taken away from potential out of so like a forest staff, which is very similar cost, and you're probably going to get more value out of anyways.
So I guess it just really depends too on which hero
Yeah,
as well as
again,
the
like Kip said, yeah, if you have a natural blade wheel builder, absolutely.
Yeah, it would be great. They have a 4-staff on the Tiny over here. I think Wu actually got to finally upgrade his boots as a true supporter there. Oh no, he's still working on it.
He's a hipster. He's
got
pulling the
queued up.
duster, right? Where you keep those brown boots till you die, man.
He's got power treads queued up.
Good for him.
Finally gets his talent as well.
Looks like Prada is out of here.
He just has about a minute left, I want to say. Yeah. So,
Scotty just got finished, and a Blink Dagger.
Interesting. Blink BKB on Death Prophet.
Yeah, so by now it's not even a case anymore of just, oh man, you can't engage into this Death Prophet. Now she will establish that area in your base.
Yeah.
Gonna blink in, pop her siphons.
Yeah, that's what I'm really worried about for Infamous's lineup now is, are they not getting enough out of this?
Yes, they did not get enough out of it. I I don't know, but do we need to understand?
No, you're right. That's a simple answer, I suppose. But as long as those ultimates are up, you do have to favor Thunder Predator, and they are up right now. The Aegis, it's got to be very short.
The BKB coming out on the Shadow Fiend is actually a big point too.
Yeah, it is.
But Atun doing anti-mage things.
Dire structures are falling.
They'll take mid tower, but they're losing
Middle tower has fallen.
bits here in their base if they're not careful.
Fortification did
Unhealable
decent.
damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You really like that phrase, don't you?
Yes.
But I mean, you are correct. Any
Yes.
HP you lose on this tower is gone forever.
Unless you have a Treant Protector or a Lich with the 25. God, Lich with 25 for that Frost Shield.
It is ridiculous.
Oh,
Shouldn't be allowed.
moves.
Did he just yeet away that Earth Spirit?
No, but that's a dead Prada, I'm pretty sure. They have the vision.
Not sure what happened there. His roll went all wonky too.
Yeah, you want a little... That's a technical term.
Oh, I thought.
Or what is it? What is it? Meat merp. There you go. Chat line for the international wheel.
Atun is right back on doing his things on top lane, and it's there is going to be problems now. There is one more tower for him here, like outer tower to push up against. There's one more in the mid, but you're going to have to either catch him or you're going to have to trade those towers
Ooh,
versus like tier 3s right now.
that is a curious 20 pickup. He actually gets the uncontrollable illusions instead of the cooldown. And we would normally see the cooldown for sure because it makes it a 3.5 second blink rather than whatever it is now, 6 second, I want to say. Yeah, so yeah, why would he want the illusion creation over that? But I guess that it probably brings technically more of a split push presence, you could argue, but his mobility is a tad weaker now.
I don't think he's too concerned about it, though, either. Oh, a little bit of a fight breaking out. They've got their eyes on Matthew. They'll take him down. I think, did they use the false promise on him, too?
Oh, this is, yeah, I
No,
can
it's
see why that illusion would be extremely irritating. That's doing a lot of work, and it's tanky too. Now, the entire team of Infamous has to shift mid to deal with 3 more of these.
Illusion versus illusion down.
Yeah, there we go.
Seems like Luna's still fairly
Luna has that one.
strong. I mean,
Does she have the butterfly?
they were already hitting stuff. Now I don't.
She had the
think
eagle
so.
stuff.
Oh, no,
She does, yeah.
So here's the thing. If Luna gets to the enemy buildings, she has much bigger tower consequences,
Right.
as I like to call it. There is so much building damage on that lady. But the problem is that
Zoom, zoom.
she's
It looks so ridiculous when they have that speed
the
now.
problem is getting there.
Right.
They're constantly getting split pushed. It's almost certain that they're
Yeah,
going
look
to
at
have to
that
trade buildings. Look at that.
Dire's
He's
top tower is under
at the
attack.
same point in the lane as the entire enemy team, and he's going to force people back to base. And if they don't do it right, they're going to just lose heroes to him as well.
Bottom tower has fallen.
All of the TPs are up. I'd want to see Boots of Travel on someone.
Someone's got to do it. Who's the best candidate? I guess is the question.
I'd say the
They need
Dark
Tiny
Seer?
though. They need Tiny in these fights.
Yeah.
I'd say, the Dark Seer, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Because SF can't get them,
No.
because he has the Greaves. I mean, he could get him on
Yeah,
top
he
of those,
still
I
could,
suppose.
yeah.
But it's... And he probably can't mano a mano the SF. Like, of course, the Darkseer can't either, but he can run away and keep him busy.
Yeah.
Pop the wall, that sort of thing. And he also is only rocking the regular arcane boots right now, so he could upgrade fairly easily. And then you have someone to deal with this split push that can come back after a bit. Someone who's good at the slow push as well, so you know you can have Darkseer in the base pushing out a couple of waves at once if it may be required. Yeah, he's just blinking in the base to make extra illusions. This is rough.
It's smart. It's very, very smart.
Luna's
It
not at
works.
the base yet.
Could be Wu who goes in there. Should be able to land the necklace down.
The more we're
Doesn't
seeing,
grab
the
us,
more we're
no.
seeing these, like I'm actually surprised we actually don't see this talent more because it actually is pretty good.
In this case, it's very, very
Yeah,
good.
the whole
for
split
sure.
push.
There's gonna be all
More
right.
illusions.
Robo Z, he's here.
And he's lost his entire mana pool.
Yep.
Yep.
All of it. They are in trouble.
Yeah, we kind of knew that earlier though when the whole
Yeah.
Aegis pick up and
Oh, the toss. They don't. No, they do it. They have a sentry there. What are the odds?
Poor Prada.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, going back to the earlier Aegis. Now I suppose that they get another Roshan, but yeah, he's not even up yet actually.
No,
so
not yet.
it checked right there.
Too much time.
Let's look at Atun just constantly moving around the map, causing problems, forcing them to go home. It's smart.
But yeah, sieging, if they happen to win a fight, get a couple of hero kills, they will siege a base, so.
So you only need to get one creep wave to the base. And then, of course, we're only focusing on Atun right now and on his item progression. But, you know, in all of that space that he's been making, the Death Prophet and the Tide, I'm sure, also got their items up. So that is not even going to be a guaranteed team fight win there anymore for Infamous either.
Okay.
I don't know how they deal with this.
I'm touching on the talents quite a bit, but Shadow Fiend level 20, he actually goes the Shadow Race damage over the damage per soul, which I think is, okay, I love that he's doing this because he had a Butterfly queued up earlier, and I was going to question that, you know, maybe if you went the damage per soul talent, but the fact that he's going in AC now, which is what I was going to even recommend, is that makes a lot more sense. So good to see RoboZ adjusting.
Yeah, because he has no damage items, right?
Exactly. So it would have been just an odd pickup, more of a selfish pickup. But the AC is very good. It helps for sieging that much more. It's another aura that you're bringing to the table. Anti-Mage is almost level 25, though. Mana Void this game isn't the strongest, but it is still just damage. So maybe having a 20-second Mana Void would feel good, but I could also see logic, especially with the Shadow Race build of Shadow Fiend, that he goes more the Counterspell ton instead.
I just feel that this Luna has so much downtime and is spending so much time running around in comparison to this anti-mage who's always doing something somewhere. And they can't kill him or his waves with just one hero.
It's a huge problem. I mean, if they can get the jump on him, if they find some way to gank him, but I don't know how you hold them down long enough.
You see right here.
No, it's two different heroes right now, and he's just like, all right, well, I'm done, bye.
And he can actually go back in on these two if they don't run away fast, yeah. Pop those Greaves.
Do have the Satanic picked up now on La Luna, but again, it doesn't solve this problem of the anti-mage being able to like keep him in place.
They're waiting for Roche. That's all this is right now. Waiting for Roshan. Anti-mage uses Blink. Do they catch him? No.
This creep wave.
So many people on this wild goose chase. Atun must be loving life right now.
Dire's bottom tower
I have
is
no
under
idea what
attack.
he's like personally, but I know a couple of players who would just be cackling to themselves.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him right now with the way this game's going.
I'm sure he's just alt-tabbed on RuneScape right now. Just jump to a lane, do your thing, all right.
It seems like Infamous eventually is going to have to get to a point where they just have to push. They can't worry about the anti-mage because they're just going to, or else we're going to constantly be in this repetitive cycle. Like, you just have to go, accept that you're going to do some trading, know that you will win the fight, though.
Yeah, but they're accepting it too late. And that's something that happens to a lot of teams. They get desperate too late.
Tidehunter hanging out here by the pit.
Before I was saying that the Luna would trade well against the anti-mage, but by this point, I'm not so sure anymore. Look at this, they can't stop him.
They need to lock him down somehow, because that's the huge problem. They have nothing to... Oh, we're still alive somehow. I don't know how, but... they trying to grab Matthews. You get the Leeson beam off the toss back as well, too. The Luna should be able to just rip him apart here. So they find a kill on Matthew, but they still have an AM problem. They still have this huge issue. This makes it a little bit safer, though, I guess, if they want to try to go in for the Roche, because it's one less big ultimate to have to deal with the roll-in and all that, but...
He's going to be up fairly soon, though, and Wu had to go back and regen as well, so back into the...
They buy back. They're not giving this up. No way.
Well, maybe this is the point where you can actually force a 5v5. I'd say Infamous needs to go for this, because this is the only place where you might get that fight without the anti-mage bothering you, but then you have to go into the pit now. Because he's about 45 seconds from your base. Are they waiting for him again?
They're not listening, Kips. They're not listening.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like, it's very easy for me to say this from the bench, right?
Yeah.
But if you're under this pressure, if this anti-mage is messing with you all the time...
Oh, RoboZ.
And he just put the counter too, so... Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, now what?
They're keeping him away, though, right?
Yeah,
they are delaying him.
But to what end? It's just...
all right, Tomato making this rotation. He's got to be careful here.
They're out of the pit, though. And who do I see inside of the pit? That's the Death Prophet. Nexus isn't popped.
I've got fresh BKBs on people, too. I know Anthony actually picked one up.
They haven't had to use any of their items for like 15 minutes now.
They haven't had to have a real fight in quite a while either.
Well, except for the Oracle.
All right, well, if they can take down the Oracle, that's actually really huge for them, because they'll be able to make it so he can't save and heal up. Okay, looks like it does look Atun going to be able to get the kill. They've got the BKB up and running over here on Luna. They go and drop the wall. They'll try to chase after this Tidehunter now. We'll root them all into place. I don't know. I don't know if Infamous can continue this right now.
Yeah, and Thunder Predator forced to fight on their terms. That continues to be the issue for Infamous. They keep getting caught up with the anti-mage chase, and then obviously, as much credit we're giving to Toon, that was just great teamwork in general for Thunder Predator. As soon as they started to commit more to be like, okay, we want to try to kill this anti-mage, they just committed to a Roshan, the other 4 of them, and then we saw the end result there. They have an Aegis now on this anti-mage. I still think the same thing stands for Infamous. You're dealing with an Aegis, who cares? You're not killing this hero anyways. You still have to fight. You still have to push. And it seems like that's going to be your only chance to win this game. It goes back to it. But I guess an AC on Shadow Fiend is a item that
It's a thing.
helps push that idea forward.
One of the things that could happen is that this Elder Titan aura combined with the Shadow Fiend and the AC that's now up on the Shadow Fiend as well, it will allow the Luna to do tremendous damage. It is absolutely ridiculous.
She's got to...
But they have to get that fight first.
I mean, in a perfect world, right, your pickoff is going to be Atun. Maybe you take down the Aegis or whatnot, but like, that's the problem. You can go down mid, you can take a pretty good fight, but Atun's just going to rip apart your buildings, especially because he did go for that, like, the uncontrollable illusions talent. He's got the Manta. He just does so much damage.
I think Shadow Fiend needs like a Hex next.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They need lockdown for this anti-mage. And they don't really have a Abyssal Blade carrier.
And it's like kind of going back to the AC point, which he does have now, and I mean that's only good if you're actually going to be sieging, if you're only going to be pushing and doing that stuff. So the fact that their mindset seems to be more about trying to respond to this anti-mage, would have rather seen this scythe at that point, but maybe in fact
It's queued up.
It's queued up.
And they know they need lockdown.
That's gonna take another 10 minutes though. At this pace.
Oh, hi.
In?
Hello.
Thunder Predator pause?
The XD.
That's an XD.
And a Lamau.
Packet loss? Yeah, that's so much lag.
They have Eclipse.
This is sort of a...
I think he survives, honestly. Like, he has a Manta. Yeah, BKB is in the backpack, but with the Aegis, that's why he's doing that.
Oh, this is awkward.
Well, if he's able to Manta out of this, then yes, I think that's going to be a very good pause for Thunder Predator.
Okay, here we go.
So,
here we go. I think he's going to be fine. Yeah.
I wasn't able to Manta, but he didn't need it.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, it's easily
They
fine.
just force him back.
Fighting.
Oh, they're going to go in there. The BKB being shown off here by Atun. They'll drop the wall here, and then immediately the Tidehunter trying to find any opening, chasing after Babita. And Atun still alive. Nice Ravage coming through here. They're going to go, and these are a lot of goals. The BKB's coming out as well from his death trap. They're going to try to take him down. They do manage to pop that Aegis. They're going to turn around, maybe get some more damage. They'll take down Matthew. And Luna was really, really zippy here now, but looks like Prada going to maybe moves. It's like he knows that there's someone here, but he can't find him. Now he finds him. Glimmer Cape gets used. They've got dust. Toss up.
There's
just an anti-mage illusion, just like, hey, oh, huh.
No, like the Luna could pop Satanic in the middle of that fight, and then the right-click damage, hold that thought.
Oh,
again.
Atun?
This is big.
Atun? This is a little bit too risky business there, buddy. He made it out, though. He's flirting with disaster,
He wants that
though.
Arcader. They try to leave it there even, but not going to go for it. Yeah, the Requiem's still down there for Shadow Fiend. That is the other thing about Requiem, though. It was a good placement overall, but not only does it do damage, remember, it actually both the slow as well as the damage reduction that it applies to enemies.
They got to go in there now. There's no Ravage. There's no Exorcism.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They've been having to go for a while.
Get in there. Get in there now, Infamous, if you're going to do it.
Be up under X, but they have, like, this is your only chance.
Yeah,
Why are you running away? You got to get in there.
They know there's no Ravage.
You don't have the lockdown from this AM.
They're falling for this AM too much.
And it's, oh my, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they still lost the range racks, and now they didn't get anything in the Radiant base, and that's just going to be a cycle.
And this is the problem, like when dealing with split push, you're getting a choice between two evils. Especially like if the opposing team does it well, you're going to feel awful no matter what you do, and it's going to grind down on you. And people are going to start disagreeing, because some people said, like, you know, we need to push harder now. Other people said, no, we can wait. And then after a while, the people who said we should have pushed are going to be like, I told you so, I told you so. Yeah, I know, but we have to deal with this now because the situation only got worse, and your advice is not valid anymore.
Octarine Core has picked up the over on this Death Prophet. This game's getting harder and harder and harder here for Infamous. They need lockdown, right? I think the name of the game right now for the side of Infamous is they need some sort of lockdown. They need a way to deal with this rat problem that they've got going on with the AM, who just gets a heart too, so it's going to be a little bit even more difficult.
Yeah, I'd say that that's become their problem as well. You know, at the time where I indicated that you're going to need boots of travel, that would have been a good solution, but by now that really won't cut it anymore. So instead, Toon just playing around.
Oh no.
I got the Scotty on Luna. Was that Scotty and Luna?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Scotty's everywhere. Scotty's for everyone.
And she's hit her level 25 as well. What talent did she take?
She took the lifesteal.
Yes. So she's a formidable team fight presence right now. But, you know, again, a team fight presence. She's aiming for that one last clash. And I do think that if there is a last clash, Infamous gets it. But if there's no clash and it's base versus base, then the Predator has been doing way better on that.
Papita's going to Scythe as well.
I think that's good.
Yeah, they need
it.
those to come online, but both going for it at least. Luna's got another butterfly queued up. Don't think we're going to see that, but trying to decide.
Sure, why not? Did he? Oh
Silver
man, he
Edge.
took the Hex out of his...
Yeah.
No.
Well, Silver Edge, yeah, I mean, the break is good here. A couple of heroes, Anti-Mage and Tide. But yeah, it's not an answer to Anti-Mage really as far as actually locking him down, so.
God, you feel bad for Wu. Like, even the position...
He still hasn't upgraded his boots.
I told you, he's doing the duster. He's the hipster brown boots.
I don't think that's a hipster thing as much as a homeless thing.
Yes, that is true. Sometimes you can't tell the difference between hipsters and homeless.
Welcome to the hipster.
Alright, Papita hiding out over here. Does have a gem on him too, so it needs to be careful that he doesn't lose that. I've got blink daggers on a lot of people now.
3,100 gold saved up, Abyssal Blade.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Man might want to buy a moon shard at some point, I think. And after that, he can also start contributing to the wards and stuff.
He's going. What is he? Okay, so he's gonna go for the Abyssal next.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
He is loaded though. This guy has so much stuff.
Dire's bottom shrine has
Yeah,
fallen.
3,700 life on Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not a good idea to try to kill him. But they want to try.
I mean, it's pretty much like this fly we have buzzing around here in the studio, right?
Hasn't bothered me, I guess. I guess I'm.
Just you wait.
Illusion.
Anyway, at some point, the bloodlust and just the murder is going to start to get to you. You're going to be
I'm gonna move a little further away from Kip's on this
Occupied.
couch now.
with only one thing.
Oh
Moxie.
God, she's getting closer. And she's the good. Oh no, I'm the good cop. You're the bad cop. Never mind.
How was this again?
How does this go?
Roshan potentially could be spawning any second now.
Yeah.
We're going to see here.
That's gonna be a
That's
big
a
fight.
very fast Roshan. Okay, 30 seconds, really.
It could be a very big fight.
Toon?
Would be. I mean, they don't have the lockdown.
I mean, they're
don't
all
have
here,
lockdown.
but yeah, they can't get him.
Hey guys, bye.
And by now his team has also gotten in on this split push action. I don't think that's the toss-back target you want. though,
No.
Moose.
No, I think you.
You know, tossing Tidehunters back into your team is much like tossing
I think he's-
Centaurs back and that sort of thing.
I think he's just keeping tabs on it, saying like, oh look, I found the Tidehunter. He's not with everyone else, but it's like it doesn't matter because you can't grab the anti-mage anyways.
Bounty.
It's brutal. Atun is waiting here to make sure that if Infamous goes Roche, he's going to make them choose between Roche and the base. I don't think he's going to actually join in on the 5v5. He's been playing this way too smart all game now. You know, I'm very scared that we're slowly inching towards production getting points. I'm hearing oh yes from the room on the side as
Cheers
well.
are coming out. Biased
Don't be
production.
so proud of yourself.
Oh, he misses the avalanche. It's a little delayed there.
And that's a hero he can just pick off.
This outright stat build too makes even more sense. The fact that he went that illusion
Butterfly, There we
talent.
go.
Because
Did
wait, did he go second butterfly?
Yeah. I
Really?
think so.
Okay.
Whoop, there we
It's
go.
just maximizing that agility,
Who
attack speed.
needs boots?
All right, yeah, it does have a lot of armor.
Boots aren't for murdering.
Or fluttering.
No.
It helps her illusions
One
that
fun
much
time.
more.
Yes,
So
as well.
that's the point I was just about to make with the anti-mage. Is that all those stat-based items from the Scott, etc. as a fight?
Did they
caught
actually
AM
catch
They
it?
actually
away.
caught him. They're gonna get the air splitter off too.
And he went
He did.
splat. That was beautiful.
Are they doing
time.
Roshan? No.
They should be doing
They
Roshan.
go.
Yeah, look
Time
at that
to go.
damage.
Move. Make
have
Time to
to-
go,
you
boys.
have to force the
He's
buyback,
got the
yeah.
buyback. Yeah, make him use it.
And the lanes are out now as well. Like, they are not under threat of losing any base buildings at
Yeah, there's the buyback. They don't want to allow them to get this.
So it took them 25 minutes. to
Tied
line up
under,
all
tied
their
under,
spells.
jumping in. They don't have that earth splitter.
She deals no damage to him whatsoever. Hey,
You just hear AM just farming off in the distance. Like, all right.
the faint sound of creeps hitting the deck. He's going in instead.
Well, they don't have Requiem now, and I think that was a big reason why they were able to get that
They
kill
could
right
get the
there.
Echo Stomp off though if they wanted to go in there, but they does have a BKB as well, so I don't know. This is a very
Oracle split pushing versus Shadow Fiend. It's getting harder and harder for both these teams
What
to
is this
decide
game?
who they put where. Like, you know, this is like the end game in chess where all the pieces are all over the board.
yeah. And then someone's gonna flip this board soon.
What's chess? I know auto chess.
Get out, Brady.
You know, regular chess doesn't play itself.
Hence the auto.
Yeah, non-auto chess doesn't play itself.
Okay, moves. Let him take
No.
a nap. Just clear out. He just wants to clear out the wave. You know?
Is this Roshan just sitting there at half health?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not really half. Kind of.
He's regenning up.
He's got a refresher. Oh, refresher shard.
This is third Roshan. Is whoever gets this, I'm pretty sure can push for the win. But hey,
Especially with the buyback being expended on the AM. If he does get caught out, that's curtains.
in my opinion, Infamous has been in the position to win for a long ass time, and Atunes just hasn't let them get to it at all.
Look at that little just.
That's the anti-mage death.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh.
That's what that is. What is the win chance? I gotta see the Dota plus win chance. What does that say?
Oh.
Favors the Radiant. Doing that.
But not too much.
Oracle. He's out. He's got that blink.
And Tiny actually keeping out as well. He knows that buyback could be coming in.
Who's
at
in
any
the
time
pit?
Is that a refresher on that I mentioned? Yeah.
now. So
I mean, they've got. Where's Woo? Yeah. Stop.
There we go.
Dodge followed up with the Ravage BKB coming out here. Now they're going to turn their attention. The Air Splitter does get used, but they'll go right back in again. This Luna just slicing away, trying to get this kill. But the Glaives actually bounce out to the Roshan too, but there's going to be the Requiem skills coming out as well. And they grab the Aegis over
Death Prophet
onto the
got it.
Death Prophet. And now Matthew's going to fall. Got the
She
fight
died.
back again. They're coming right back out. They're
Dead.
looking for it. Leo Style is in for a world of hurt right now. RoboZ gets himself a double kill. All right,
AM
so
lived though, so they still have a hope for. But yeah, that's big for Infamous. They're gonna
Well-
push with the 5.
not a hope for defending, a hope for forcing back.
True.
yes,
He is
yes.
right back to the top, and they're picking him out already. They know that this
Just go,
guy is
please do not defend.
buzzing in their ear.
Maybe,
They're going to have to
maybe.
distract him with something like kill the wave.
Okay,
this
Avalanche
is the best choice, I
connects,
think.
and then immediately, this is it.
Okay,
that's
that's
it.
smart,
That's what
yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
do. That's what you got to do. Force the buyback now from the Death Prophet. She does not have. Who has the refresher shard? She does.
She got it. Okay.
No. Yes. No. Wait.
Death Prophet
Yes.
has
Okay.
it,
There's
yeah.
a refresher on Tide.
No, he had a refresher orb. Yeah, he had that
Refresher
going into the
orb.
fight.
Okay,
And
sorry.
actually, speaking of that, by the way, oh, they cut Oracle. That's a gem. Yeah, might want to pick that up, guys. Somebody, anyways.
Casual Wraith
Yeah,
Band
they're
just
picking it up
littering the
But
ground over here.
he actually used Refresher and Ravage immediately. And so I think he could have waited at least another second. He did it very, very quickly and almost maybe overlapped it too hard. But even if he does that, I still think the fight is probably going to be pretty similar. Luna was just a big factor there, and they could not kill her or deal with her.
There's a Scythe now online for the Darkseer.
Thank God. That's good.
Finally.
It's about time. The MKB too coming out.
And he has the blink already.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, MKB for who?
For the Anti-Mage. Just picked it up.
Well, yeah.
2 butterflies.
Yeah, you know, it's a super value, but
Good.
also this has been a wild game. Just different builds, different items, different solutions, different. That's the best thing about Dota, right? Is that you never get the same games over and over. even
Refresher
with the same.
orb on Darkseer, by the way. Almost
Okay.
finished, at least. He was building it. In fact, he might have finished it. No, it wasn't Darkseer. Wait, was it Darkseer?
Could be double hex. There is a Boots of Travel. Does he?
Or
have-
he already had the hex. Who's okay? Well, never mind. I saw orb being built by somebody that was close. Oh, it was Luna. That's what it was. It was Luna. Never mind. But she's actually staying on
There's
this.
a tower. They've broken in the base, and this is where Luna really starts to shine, right, guys? She's able to take buildings very, very quickly. Silence getting thrown out here. They need to grab this Titan. Look at the damage. They just obliterate him. Tomato going on a murder here.
They're going for the tier 4.
They're going to
Oh,
finish.
yeah.
Tidehunter is coming back. Look at
Break
these
them
flames.
here.
They just
Yep.
slice right through it. All right, now comes the name of the game. You protect this Luna. You make sure, all right, immediately the Ravage coming out here from the Tidehunter. BKB coming out. I think they just turn their attention now. I have the nice Eclipse. They're going to try to burn through as fast as they can here. Toon, he's trying to fight out.
Focus the
There's still
Ancient.
so much damage. They're going to be able to get it. That's it.
Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Infamous.
That was a grind.
Backs against the wall,
Infamous.
but you know what? They did it.
Holy crap! I mean, to their credit, it worked out in the long run. That was a frustrating game to watch almost because of the constant anti-mage pressure. But I'm sure, honestly, from their that was frustrating to play against.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they're all going out for a smoke break.
Yeah, but man, and to their credit, their patience paid off of responding to him as much as they did, and eventually it all came together. So.
Yeah. Like, they really focused on making sure that they were going to win those couple of fights that were going to happen. And I was so afraid for them that they wouldn't get those fights, that they would just get split up by this anti-mage, that in the meanwhile this Death Prophet and this Tide would just be too much for whatever group was left to defend against them, you know? But instead, they stick together for, I think it was like 30 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And they pull it off in the end, and they built for that. This is what their lineup was designed to do, and they did it. I'm incredibly impressed.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a slugfest. We were all getting really frustrated. I remember at one point we're all like, "What are you doing? No, now's your time."
This is what
But
happens when you
they
predict
did it.
matches.
They did it,
Yeah.
you know? They managed to pull it off. Hats off to Atun, though. This
Yeah.
guy, again, like, just a top
He's
level
probably been
core.
one of the most, if not the most impressive player in the South American region qualifiers so far. But unfortunately for him and his team, it is the end of the road.
Yeah, I don't know. I
been
think
knocked out.
Sabule, I think, won the award of most impressive. But Atun, very consistent
5
player.
seconds
He,
under
you know,
cooldown.
constantly, you know, tried to, you know, carry his team as hard as he can. Just wasn't able to do it, unfortunately. But you know, we're going to be moving forward here with. Believe, what is it now?
Infamous versus Popsicles.
Ray Dupicole.
That's-
Yeah. So that's going to be a really, really good match, I have a feeling. I'm actually super hyped for that.
Yeah.
But we are going to take a short break, and we're going to update these scores,
Oh,
too.
yes.
Take that, production.
Must do that.
But we'll be back with some more South American Dota.
Ugh.